Ever wondered how to make a delicious prosciutto and arugula pizza at home? Welcome to the world of homemade Italian pies, where the blend of salty prosciutto and peppery arugula meets the melting mozzarella and tangy tomato sauce. This pizza is an absolute delight, and making it at home is easier than you might think. With just a few simple ingredients and steps, you can recreate this culinary masterpiece right in your own kitchen. Stick around to discover the secrets of making this delicious pizza at home. To start off, gather all your ingredients. First on our list is the foundation of any great pizza, the pizza dough. You can buy it pre-made, or if you're feeling adventurous, make it from scratch. Next, we have olive oil. It's not just for brushing the dough, but it also enhances the overall flavor of the pizza. Then we have the tomato sauce, the heart of the pizza. A good quality sauce can make your pizza go from good to great. Then comes the mozzarella cheese, creamy, melty, and oh so delicious. It's what gives our pizza that irresistible pull. Now for the star of the show, prosciutto slices. Thin, savory, and slightly sweet, it pairs perfectly with our next ingredient, fresh arugula. The peppery notes of arugula cut through the richness of the prosciutto, balancing the flavors beautifully. With all these ingredients ready, we're set to start making our pizza. The first step in making our pizza is preparing the base. Now, the base is the heart of any pizza. It's the canvas on which we'll paint our culinary masterpiece, so we want to give it the attention it deserves. First things first, we'll need to roll out our pizza dough. You might think that this is a simple step, but there's an art to it. We want to create a thin, even base that's slightly thicker around the edges to form that perfect crust. You can use a rolling pin, or if you're feeling adventurous, toss it in the air like a true pizzaiolo. Once the dough is rolled out to your satisfaction, the next step is to brush it with some olive oil. Now the olive oil serves two purposes. One, it gives the crust that rich golden color we all love when it bakes. And two, it creates a barrier between the dough and the sauce, preventing the base from getting soggy. Now, it's time for the tomato sauce. When it comes to the sauce, less is more. You want just enough to cover the base, but not so much that it overwhelms the other flavors. So, spread a thin layer of sauce over the base, leaving a small border around the edge for the crust. And there's a little trick to spreading the sauce. Start in the middle of the pizza and work your way out in a spiral. This way, you're pushing any excess sauce towards the edges, ensuring an even distribution. So, we've got our dough rolled out, brushed with olive oil, and spread with tomato sauce. It's a simple process, but it's these little details that make all the difference. And there you have it, our pizza base is ready for toppings. Now, the true magic of pizza making begins as we layer on our delicious ingredients. But that's a story for another scene. Stay tuned. Now, let's move on to the exciting part, adding the toppings. Brace yourself, because this is where our pizza starts to take on its delicious character. First things first, we're going to need a generous amount of mozzarella cheese. Don't be shy now, we're aiming for a pizza that's loaded with gooey, melty goodness. Grab a handful of that mozzarella and scatter it evenly over the tomato sauce dough. Remember, cheese is the glue that holds a pizza together, so make sure your entire base is well covered. Now, it's time for the star of our show, the prosciutto. This Italian delicacy is going to give our pizza a nice, salty punch. You'll want to arrange the slices of prosciutto evenly over the cheese. Don't just throw them on there though, no. Instead, consider it an art form, and place each slice with intention. Imagine you're creating a masterpiece because, well, you are. The beautiful thing about prosciutto is that it doesn't need to be cooked before it goes on the pizza. It'll bake perfectly in the oven, getting crispy around the edges while staying soft and tender in the middle. It's truly a marvel of the culinary world. So there you have it. Our pizza, adorned with a layer of mozzarella and the perfect arrangement of prosciutto, is now ready to transform in the oven. Our pizza is now ready for baking. Baking is where the magic happens. And now that we've set the stage with our perfectly rolled dough, luscious tomato sauce, creamy mozzarella, and delicate prosciutto slices, it's time to transform these simple ingredients into a spectacular prosciutto and arugula pizza. Slide your prepped pizza onto a preheated stone or baking sheet in an oven cranked up to its highest setting. This high heat is crucial to achieving that desirable crispy golden crust and beautifully melted cheese. Keep a keen eye on your pizza. You're looking for the crust to turn a gorgeous golden brown, and the cheese to bubble and melt into a gooey, irresistible pool. This should take around 10 to 12 minutes depending on your oven, but remember, it's the color of the crust and the state of the cheese that are your best indicators of doneness. After baking, your pizza is almost ready, but hold on to your taste buds. we've got one final fresh touch to add. For the final touch, we add the fresh arugula. This is where the magic happens. The arugula, with its peppery and slightly tangy flavor, brings a whole new dimension to the pizza. It's not just about the taste though. The freshness of the arugula contrasts beautifully with the warm melted cheese and the savory prosciutto. You see, the trick here is in the timing. Adding the arugula after the pizza has baked ensures that it retains its fresh, crisp texture. If we were to bake it with the rest of the toppings, the heat would wilt it, causing it to lose its unique crunch. It also adds a vibrant pop of color that makes the pizza even more appetizing to look at. And let's not forget about the nutritional value. Arugula is packed full of vitamins and minerals, making this pizza not just delicious, but also a healthier choice. And voila! Your homemade prosciutto and arugula pizza is ready to be enjoyed.